Hello there, fellow travellers through this life. I should have found my glove before I started. Here it is. Notice my camera's been going in and out of focus. I'm not really sure if that's been happening for a long time or it's a recent thing. I don't know. Hi. So, I don't know what I was going to draw tonight. But I think I'm going to do some fan art of Steven Universe. If you don't know, Steven Universe is a cartoon on Cartoon Network, and I would highly recommend it. It's one of those kids shows that's seems really childish on the surface, but has a lot of layers and a lot of deeper meaning. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw Steven more in the proportions of this little guy. I've got two of them actually. One with his gem showing, his little belly button gem. Yeah, I love these little pop figures. They've got a real cute, chibi vibe. Vibe. Just realised how weird that word is. I promise I haven't been taking anything. Vibe. Yeah, anyway, I might save this image if that works. Yes. Cool. I also thought I'd try something tonight that I don't usually do. Actually, I haven't done at all. Which is to work in grayscale. So I might actually just desaturate the background. Work in grayscale and then color it later. Let's see how that goes. The chibis, this thing's kind of like head and body's almost the exact same size. These things. In fact, the head's a bit bigger. And actually, I'm going to have him. Oops. I think I'm going to have him lifting up his. How do you? Gonna try and make him looking at his gem. Trying not to copy the style of the cartoon too much, just give it my own zhuzh. Quite cute. I don't know what's going on with my pencil. I think the tip might have got messed up. Oh, he doesn't really have that. Thank you. Sorry if I replied to messages a little late. I like my shirt too. Yep, I think I need a new pencil tip. Just the tip. Not the whole pencil. I feel like his belly button needs to be moved. Should be kind of there, I think. This should his legs. Something's not quite right. flip the canvas just to see what's feeling wrong. So if you haven't seen Steven Universe, I highly recommend it. It's on the surface, it's this kid who's got sort of some superpowers because he's sort of part of this other race called Crystal Gems. But underneath that, it's got a lot of great subtext. So he's basically brought up by these three lesbian alien mums. That's how he's raised. So it's not normal. It's not a normal, typical cartoon storyline. But so this race called the Crystal Gems, they each have a gem somewhere in their body, and Steven just happens to be on his belly button. And they can pull different. They each have a weapon that they can pull out of their gem, like they pull it out. And Steven's turns out to be a shield. So it's, which is indicative of his character. It's it's about defense, not so much attacking. And really, the whole series is about empathy, which Steven ends up being the one that shows it the most. But the cool thing is, so this race, the Crystal Gems, one of the things that they can do is fuse with each other and become a larger, stronger being. But the way that the series, I don't know if anybody cares about what I think. The way that the series approaches this idea of fusion is they talk about it like it's a relationship. So when they talk about two characters fusing together, there's good and bad fusion, and you know, it's got to be right to work. And there's even one of the characters that gets into essentially an abusive relationship when she fuses with another crystal gem. My superpower. I think I'd like to stop time. Something to do with time. I'd like to be able to manipulate time. What does that say about me? Probably too much. What would your superpower be? Della? Similar. It's a 30-second rewind. Okay, cool. So you can test it out. Well, actually, so in Steven Universe, this is his 3 lesbian mums. Show me this image. Save image. Let's try that. Yeah. So this one with the up the top left with the big square afro thing. Her name's Garnet, and she has a third eye under her glasses. Sorry, that's a tiny little spoiler. And she can see the future. And she gives Steven the power to see the future in one of the episodes. And he basically learns that you can't control the future, essentially. That old chestnut. Or more so that you can't stop everyone from. You can't stop bad things happening. You might want to save everyone, but you can't all the time. And then he actually gets really anxious because he feels like he doesn't want to make decisions anymore. It's actually really interesting. They deal with a lot of really good mental health stuff. There's even an episode where he's taught about mindfulness. Great music too, actually. Okay, I think I'm going to start colouring now. I think I kind of like him that way. I don't know. No, that way's cute too. It's weird how the curve of a line can indicate where the front of something is. Like this this line here. I think it might be on Stan. I'm not sure. Sorry. This line here, you can see how it kind of feels like the front of his trousers is actually here-ish, whereas I want it to be there. It's just, I don't know. It's just interesting that the curve of a line can show you the direction. Wow, great tip, Steve. You're doing really well. Makes total sense. Not obvious at all. Sorry if I keep lifting up my shirt because I just want to see how it works. It's actually it should be more straighter, I think. But it's kind of like he's pulling it over his belly. I think maybe should be more like that. Have I just ruined it? No, I think I've made it better. I am not good with fabrics. That's why I draw naked people. Most of the time. I don't think multitasking is actually a thing. I think it's fictional. It's made up by people to make me feel bad. Okay. I'm gonna start doing some colors now, and I want to try and do this thing where I just keep in the grays. So I'm going to think more about the values of everything, and try and make it look good in terms of values. And then I'm going to color it at the end using a gradient map, which I'll show you, which is actually like another one of my many personas that I have does generative art, which is art made using code. So I actually write code to create artworks. And actually I might turn that down. Yeah, anyway, in some of my code I use this same technique that I'm going to use in a minute to color things. It's actually quite interesting the way it works. So I think his skin should be maybe this. too light. Actually, let's think about his eyes first. I'll make his eyes this sort of value. Essentially what the gradient mapping, which I'll get to later, what the gradient mapping does is it maps. So you've got your grayscale from black to white, so it will map that to colors. So it'll say, instead of white, do this shade of pink, and instead of black, do this shade of blue, or whatever. It's pretty cool, to be honest. But again, this is just my first trial with it, so let's see how it goes. It might be good just to get the color started, give me some starting points. Did you hear that? That was a train. A loud train. I know that like digitally, there's so many of these tools. It was a bit of a toot. There's so many tools to color, like I could just use a fill or something to color these things. But there's something nice about actually just coloring in. It's kind of cathartic? No, therapeutic. I don't think I'll worry too much about shading at this stage. I'll just block in colours. I wonder if it's on. I wonder if the camera goes out of focus on certain colours from my light. Just did it on the green. Let's see if it does it next time. I'll do a little bit of shading. Just come on. I think I want his gem in his belly to be lighting up. No, actually, I think I'll do that later. All right, I'll add a little bit, just because you wanted me to. Let's do. Okay, let's see what happens with this. So, let's, oops. The effect is called gradient map there. And it looks awful. That's not right. Hang on. Let me just add some background color. Oops, not there. Yeah. Okay, this should be better. Yeah, see, so we can sort of design our color. Let's go with this to start with. Have the white. So at this end of the spectrum, that's what the whites are changing to. So they are changing to a white. I'll bring that in a bit. Might change this to more of a skin tone. Make this a little bit more vibrant, I think. This is essentially how I work with my when I'm shading one of my big boys as well. No, I don't do it this way, but the concept is actually similar. I think I want that to be more blue. This to be more purpley, maybe. Anyway, it's just a starting point. I'm kind of happy with that. I think it's kind of cool. And then we could go from there. So I might actually make the background maybe purple. It's kind of cool. And then going with this concept that we're going from sort of yellows through purples to blues. I can choose some blues as the shadows. This is looking really cute, I've got to say. Good job, Stephen. Excuse me. So for instance, his star, I want that to be yellow, obviously, because that's, oops, that's how the star is. So you might notice that I've got all these different yellows and oranges coming through. That's because I've got my brush set to change every time I do a new stroke. It just sort of shifts the hue of the brush every time I lift the brush off the page. I just find that it's an easy way to add a lot of different variations to the canvas straight away. It gives it that nice painterly feel. So now I'm thinking all about this light that's coming from here, which I haven't really touched yet, but we can get there. kind of like where the gradient map has taken me. It's definitely made me think about different colours that I wouldn't normally use, which I think is a good thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I worked at the project for 5 years. And then I went on to work at the ABC on the weekly and a show that was very short-lived called Tomorrow Tonight. And I also did some branding and stuff for some kids shows on ABC Me. That's kind of my main profession is motion graphics, animation. Like I said, I've got a lot of personas. Yeah, I've got like a show reel I can send you. I mainly work in After Effects, but I also use a bit of 3D in Blender. I also do just editing as well. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I've actually had a friend that wants me to do this sort of streaming, but with my work. I honestly don't know how that would go. I don't know. It feels like I haven't seen that before. That's usually with that kind of stuff. People do tutorials and stuff rather than, you know, streaming. But I don't know. Could be a cool, unique niche. However, I'm learning a lot about myself lately, and one thing that I'm learning is that my track record is not great in terms of starting things and not finishing them. Not so much starting projects and not finishing them, but I just tend to go from one creative endeavor to the next, hence having 5 different personas. And well, they're not really personas, they're more just, I don't know, personalities. But yeah, I do tend to do something and then get sick of it. Not get sick of it, that's not the right word. I don't know, I just find it hard to keep focused on something long enough for it to actually become my life as much as I want it to be my life. Oh, that's cool. Maybe you've got ADHD as well. I was in a band as well for quite a few years. But, you know, got sick of that as well. Not sick of it, I hate saying that, but it's kind of true. It just, I don't know. We're just learning, aren't we? We're just figuring out who the fuck we are. Sorry for swearing. Who the hell we are. Spending quite a lot of time on his face, but I feel like that's good because it's going to draw a lot of attention to his face. Yeah, that's true. I've never really gotten into Twitch so much because I found that actually maybe that's a good platform for the video stuff, for the animation stuff. But I found that particularly with art like this sort of stuff. I don't get it. Like, I like to yeah, I had another friend say that he puts my streams on in the background while he's working, and it just helps him work, you know. That's called body doubling, if you're interested. But yeah, people on Twitch with art, I watch them and I'm just like, what's the point? Like, what's happening? Like, I do my streams here and I have a focus, you know, I'm gonna draw this within this time. I'm not just gonna set my camera going and you know, draw whatever. I like to have a purpose. I think I'm just gonna switch this to stay on a certain color. Let's put it on pink. Pink's always my favorite. Maybe that'll stop it from drawing. What are you working on, Jesus Christ Harris? Sorry, I only say that because I know it annoys you. So it's your fault for being annoyed. Are you working on your paintings? I think I want to do a Steven Universe as one of my Big Boy series. That'd be fun. It'd be cute. And you could be doing this. Give me this belly button. Sins if you have children. That sounds about right. I think this one might go over time, but I don't care if you need to switch off or whatever. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just really, I feel like I'm in the zone tonight with this. Like, it's just feeling good. Feels like a good art. Feels like it's working, I guess you could say. His little Miss Piggy nose. This should be shadow. Actually, no, that's it. How is it any different to this, building a community? You mean Twitch, I assume. I think, I don't know, with with Twitch, there's a very a different focus for artists. I don't know. It's just, I guess, partly it just scared me, and I wasn't sure that it's the platform for it. But talking about it tonight, I feel like maybe it's on there. Ah, how cute. Amazing what some little highlights do. But yeah, so on Twitch, it feels like artists just put on their like they've got to work, you know, they've got to do their art today, so they'll just put it on and work. There just doesn't seem to be a point other than just sharing what they're doing, which is great. Like that's fine, but I'm just not sure I want to do that yet. I don't have, I don't know. Well, I don't have the time to do that, to be honest. I like having a dedicated time to do one thing and get it done well. Like, I watched a girl trying to do life drawing and she just wasn't getting anywhere. Like, she wasn't bad, she was just like not happy. I don't know, it was just, I just didn't get it. I think that's the point. I don't get it. So you see what I've done here with his eyes? I feel like they're too... I've done them too yellow. The shadows. So what I'm going to do is do a hue saturation with the pencil. And what that means is you can go in and draw where you want the effect to happen. So right now it's making it purple, but I know that's not what I want, but I'm just sort of selecting the area essentially. And then I can bring it over more to the reds. I don't want to make it brighter. So you can see it was there. Now I'm just moving it a tiny little bit to there, so it's more red. But for his teeth, I'm going to go a bit more yellow. accentuating his lip there. So it looks like he's got a double chin, that's cute. I'll bring a bit of this into those pants. So my favourite artist on, well, he's on all of them, but he does do live streams and great content on YouTube. His name's Angry Miko, and he talks about colours ringing, like when they're together. There's some certain colours, like they ring. And it's one of those things I've never, like I feel like I understand what he's saying, but I can't explain it either. But I feel like this purple and this blue kind of ring together. And sorry, I don't understand what that means at all. I think you can probably see my mental state the way that I draw. Like the way I keep jumping between things. I don't like to, like I might start doing the pants like I just did and then actually go, no, I want to work on the hands more. It's very telling. Definitely going over time, but I don't care. It's only a time set by myself, so who cares? One, two, three, four, five. Hang on. Hang on. Huh. So the pop figurine has 4 fingers and, well, 5 toes. 4 toes, 1 big toe. But Stephen has 4 fingers and 4 toes. No, that can't be. That can't be what's happened. No, he's got 5. He's got 5 toes there. Okay, that's all right. Thought maybe I missed a memo that Steven Universe only had 4 toes. But it's okay, everyone. Crisis averted. It's just that we couldn't see the other one. That's what the problem was. Wow, you are on the ball. I feel like you, Della, you're a Steven Universe fan already. Without seeing a single episode. You were clearly listening, that's for sure. Yeah, so this is cute. But is it cute enough? It's pretty cute. Oh good, it's on stand. Hopefully it's all the episodes. So Stephen is quite... Oh, that sounds about right. 5 seasons. There's also, they made a Steven Universe Future series, which is about him as a teenager. Which I thought would be terrible. Like, I thought, you shouldn't keep going with this. But it was actually pretty good. There's also a movie as well. FYI, I found Steven annoying in the first season. Like, I still stuck with it because it was a good premise and everything. But he gets more interesting as he grows. Because he does grow as a character. Yeah, they're really short. Exactly. I feel ya. Another thing Angry Miko has taught me is to not be too, not blend too much, not be ashamed of showing your brush strokes. Because he said your brush strokes are like your handwriting, It's not something you necessarily think about, but there's something in there that is inherently you. So yeah, I don't do that anymore. I'm not as shallow and pedantic about brush strokes. If anybody didn't get it, that was a Family Guy joke, Family Guy reference. It's fine if you didn't, it's pretty obscure. This is looking cute. Censored myself there for all the kids at home. But I'm actually really happy with this, how this is coming together. One more layer of shading. What I like to do is put my brush opacity at about 50%, and then you can sort of go in twice. So you go in once and it looks a bit harsh, but then you just go over the edges again, or go over it again, but pull the edges out, and it just gets really cool. You can sort of sculpt it almost. It's really fun. I think his ear should be a bit darker, just generally, actually. Also, in anticipation of what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some really vibrant red on his ear to give it that subsurface scattering. Yeah, that's right. Seeing the brushstroke makes you feel like there's been a lot of attention put on this, you know, like someone's actually done this stroke. Ooh, I think this is a bit too squared. No, maybe not. That's a bit too much, actually. Go down here. Yeah, that's better. Are people watching me and like thinking, oh fuck, I wish it, sorry, I'm swearing a lot tonight. Are they thinking, oh, I wish Steve would delete that bit, or there's that one thing that I can see that's wrong and he hasn't seen it yet. Like, are you doing that, or are you just sort of like, yeah, he knows what he's doing? I don't know. What's the vibe? Just enjoying the process, that's good. Me too. Especially tonight, I feel like I'm really in the zone. In the zone, but not alone. It's a little poem I wrote for you. Belly button looks like a flotation device you see at the pool. Yeah, it does. You're right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this trick again. It's just... It was because the center was the exact same color as his skin tone. So if we do this, well, that's what I think the issue was. His gemstone is a rose quartz, so it's got to look kind of rosy. Not too purpley, but also it's weird when they draw it. Let me gem. See, it's almost like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors happening. Maybe the center should be the brightest. Oops. Thanks for the call out. I appreciate that. I think I might also do this. Yeah? Yeah? See that? See what I'm doing there? Bring it down a little bit more. It must be quite so round. Really helps it pop, doesn't it? What I'm also going to do in a second will help even more, I think. After I do this. I'm going to add another layer with pink, and maybe I'll switch it to screen, maybe. Go full pink. I don't know, is this a good idea? Is what I'm doing helping? I think it is helping a little bit, but I actually want more. Now I want more. Yeah, please do. You should put that on TikTok. They'd love it. I think I want to shade his eyes more. I feel like they're not popping out enough. Sort of getting sucked in, sort of getting lost or something. now go too much. Guess what I'm gonna add now? I bet you can't guess. No, you can guess. It's easy. I do it all the time. Backlight. It's gonna be blue because it's always blue. No, it's not always blue, but I feel like blue would really complement this. Also, like, I know that, like, light doesn't work like this, but I just love it. Look at how much that helps define stuff, you know? Like, suddenly his hair has a shape. It's a bit too big. And having it bigger at the bottom shows that this light is sort of coming from slightly below. While still creating a bit of that halo effect. Like it's almost directly behind. That's cool. Oops, that's not cool, that big bit there. Wow, Stephen. What are you doing? You just... Why are you doing all this? I swear, if you want to do good art, like visual art, doesn't matter what it is. If it's painting, I don't know, macrame. No, that's not. But if it's 2D art, I guess, learning about light is amazing. Like it's gonna help your artwork immensely. Like with photography. A lot of people are like, you know, how do I take a good photo? It's actually just, if you learn about light, then you're set. You'll take a good photo. If you understand how light works. Yeah. See, using this light, I can just define how his pants are kind of crinkled, crumpled, even though there's no actual definition there. Alright, I'm going a bit too far, but it works. Also trying to figure out how light rays work. I don't feel like I've quite got it, but I should have drawn him really big. I should have drawn him way bigger. Shh. Shh. I work at the bank. Shh. Don't tell anyone. If I put that on screen, oops. I'm just not sure that's how light rays work, but it's, I mean, it looks good, but I feel like I need some guidance on that. Thanks, Jake. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Stephen. Amen. I think I like the background looking a bit smudgy, like it's kind of I feel like that's where blending's allowed, because you're actually trying to draw attention away, in a sense. Though, what I might do going in and deleting some of this where things would have shadows. Add some more shadows too, actually. cute. Yeah, I think it's really cute. Thanks for sticking with me so long. I think I'm going to actually just sign this and it's done. Send to Instagram. No, the shadow's not quite right. Maybe it's a bit too much. Maybe it needs to go. Oops. Oops, wrong brush. I guess this is the issue when you've got two light sources playing with things. That's fine. Yep, it's really cool. Well, technically there'd be two shadows. So it would depend on where the light is actually coming from. And also which light is stronger. But maybe I mean, it's not real. Let's just get that out of the way. Maybe this needs to be a bit not as intense. Yeah. Maybe. So you know how if there's two light sources, you've got two shadows, but where the shadows intersect, that's where it's darkest. That's essentially what I'm trying to show. But also, you know, just be artistic as well. I think that's good. I like it. I think it's cute. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Hit that, smash that bell. I'm done. Gloves off. Thanks for joining me. I had so much fun tonight. It was really good. He came out way better than I thought. In fact, I was struggling to think of what I would be drawing tonight, but this is an amazing outcome. So, thanks. Bye. I need a goodbye page. I still haven't organised that. One day it'll